How to make up to $10,000 per month passive with cheap government seized property. We're talking property for as little as $500 and below that is available to you right now that you can go buy after watching this video. This is one of the biggest hacks in real estate that nobody is talking about. It's a massive opportunity within real estate, and it can only be done through government seized cheap property, which we're going to talk about here today. So if you're watching this, you're interested in real estate investing, but you're frustrated because property prices are going through the roof. Now, what if I told you there's a really unique way of buying property? Some of these properties are available right now for as little as $50. And I want to talk to you about a passive income strategy that can put up to 10 grand a month in your pocket, and you can be started with this stuff today. You don't need any prior experience, and it is a lot of fun while you're at it. So let's cover some basics here. First off, I'm Dustin Hahn. This channel is dedicated to helping folks do an unconventional way of real estate investing because, the world's going crazy, and, there's a lot of fun ways to do real estate. So let's talk about it. In every single city and state, there's going to be either a tax lien or a tax deed auction. When you are in a tax deed state, if a property is behind on its back taxes, the government says, hey, pay us our back taxes. If you don't, we're going to auction your property off. What ends up happening is in a lot of counties, what happens is the property doesn't sell at auction. So what you're able to do is you're able to go in and buy that property for the back taxes owed because it is seized by the government. Now, here's the catch, right? A lot of people say, well, there's a reason this thing didn't sell at the tax auction. It's junk or this or that. And guess what? Here's a way. There's a lot of gems out there, but you know what? Some of them are junk, but today we want to use this junk to create some amazing passive income for yourself with a fun opportunity that doesn't cost a lot. You can do this stuff from the comfort of your own home. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can do it from your chair and your underwear. However you want to do it, you're going to be able to do this stuff. 20 years ago when I heard about this, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was fake. And even to this day, most people think it's fake. So the government seized properties are sitting there. So if you live in one of these deed states, you're going to be able to call up the county and do it. Now, here's the thing. At these sales, there's all sorts of weird shaped properties that don't sell because they're just a weird shape. For example, today we were looking at a weird shaped piece of property. It was like $400, but it was right on Main Street. You couldn't do anything with that property. You couldn't build on it. But what you could do is put a billboard on that property because it's right on Main Street. It's like a $400 property. You could put a billboard on that property, and billboards go anywhere between like $500 to $10,000 per month, depending on the strategy. So that's what we're going to talk about in the rest of this video, is how do we get as many of these little cheap lots, and then we're going to put billboards on them. You're going to rent them out and get a passive income. Maybe it's just one billboard that pays you 10 grand a month, or maybe you have to go and buy 10 pieces of property for $100 each, and then go that direction. But it's out there, and that's what this channel is dedicated, is for the unconventional way. So if you like this information, make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments, what would you put on your billboard, right? What would you do? Where would you go? You can talk some trash in the comments. We always get some fun folks in there as well. The other day, somebody was telling me like, this stuff doesn't work. And I asked them how many deals they did, and then they didn't reply. And, also leave me topics, and I'll make videos on those topics as well. So we're going to make passive income with billboards. So what you need to do is very simple. So here's the first step, okay? Go type in your county. So type the name of your county followed by the word land bank, okay? So whatever county you're in, whatever county, search your county name, local land bank, okay? A lot of these counties are sitting on just land that didn't sell that you can't do a lot with. A lot of this land is on busy streets or on freeways and things like that. And this is a great way to optimize and make money off land that nobody's going to buy, that you could put a billboard on. I'm actively going to start on this. And what's funny is we were on a call today with some of our clients that are doing deals, and someone's like, we should do billboards. And it just light bulb went off that man, I can't believe I didn't think of this, because I've bought cheap properties on Main Street before for as little as 50 bucks. So let's just look at a few things that we need to take into consideration, okay? So when you're looking for these properties, make sure they're not out in the boonies in the middle of nowhere. Make sure they're in a spot where there's a little bit of traffic, where people can drive by and see this sort of stuff. The next thing you want to do, so first off, locate the property. Next, we want to check the zoning laws to make sure we could put a billboard on there. From there, we want to see what type of permits do we need to put up our fancy billboard. And then from there, we want to see what type of revenue is going to be available in those areas, okay? So this is going to be very important. You don't want to have your billboard in the middle of nowhere. Now, let's chat about some prices of what you can now rent your new billboard out for. If it's in a high traffic intersection, it could be like $2,000 to $15,000 per month. A secondary location, you know, whether maybe it's like a busy street or a side street, this could be $1,000 to $5,000 per month. Now, from here, if you're in like a suburban area, your billboard could be anywhere between $1,500 to $4,000 per month. Mediocre traffic areas, $750 to $2,000 per month. And get this, in rural areas, based on advertising data, your billboard could go for $500 to $2,000 per month. And guess what? There are lots of these lots. They are weird shaped lots that aren't really useful for anything else, right? So let's put a friggin' billboard on it, let's rent it out, and make some passive income. Now, I said $10K a month, but the sky's the limit as far as you want to go. And I truly believe this is one of the biggest hacks in real estate right now. And just remember the basics. A government seized property. If it's a tax deed state, it didn't sell at the auction, it's going in the land bank, and then you can go buy it. It's been essentially seized by the government, right? And this is a good one because the people in the comments that are always like, well, there's a reason it didn't sell at the sale. Right. Most of these, there could be a good reason why it didn't sell. Maybe it's like a weird shaped property. But now we'll take these weird shaped properties and let's put up some billboards on these properties. We're going to rent them out. We're going to have a good time. And I'll probably try to do like a little documentary series here. Find some property, put up a billboard. It'll be fun. We'll document the process here as we go. But now it's your turn, right? If you've wanted to crack into real estate, this is an amazing way to go and get started. Someone was saying you could maybe put a cell phone tower on there as well or something like that. For sure. But to give you an example, like in a lot of these cities and towns, there's just weird lots off of like some streets that maybe aren't that busy. So why not buy it? You can buy these properties for a couple $100 because they're not that useful. Now, don't get the stereotype that all properties in these land banks are these weird shapes. There's sometimes really great properties like houses and commercial buildings and all that stuff that slipped through the cracks. And yes, a lot of the times there's reasons why these didn't sell at the sale. However, though, I've seen like apartment buildings available in these land banks. Now, sometimes there might be a condition involved that if you buy the apartment, you have to renovate it, fix it up, and put it back on the tax roll so that it's, looking good in the neighborhood. So that is the hack. That is your assignment. Go search your county name followed by local land bank, okay? And if you don't find it, don't give up. Call the county. Ask them if there's any property in the land bank. Ask them how you can get the list. There's 3,300 counties in the U.S., and this is an amazing way to do it. Once again, I'm Dustin Hahn. I've been doing this stuff for like 20 years. And from here, if you do want to get started, below this video actually is a totally free mini course called the ABCs of Tax Lien Deeds. It'll show you how to basically step-by-step go through if you want to do tax liens, earn some interest rate, maybe buy some houses. It is there below. And as far as the county directory, if you want to call up county specifically, I have a directory below the video. All you need to do is click the more info button and you can go ahead, you can grab all of this information. It is below tax lien. These are DVDs, but like now they're on demand, but it is good stuff. Or you can just go from this video and get some comment below what you're going to do. You can, put up a billboard, or what I've seen before is like you can just buy like an old trailer, put some plywood on it and put a billboard there. There's an amazing way to do it. Like you see billboards in fields all the time. If you want to get into real estate, this is one of the best hacks that I can think of lately. We're going to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now it's your turn. Once again, thumbs up, subscribe if you like this stuff. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video.